Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. So today we're going to be carrying on there with the Marianas campaign. Tripped up over my words, it's professional. So yeah, we had a pretty short turn as of last turn, really. There wasn't a whole lot to do besides move the carriers, really. Just getting our actual forces in position, really. We are looking closer and closer to actually landing at Saipan, which is going to be the bloodbath. There's no two ways about that one. It is going to be the bloodbath. But we'll go ahead and we'll see how things turn out. Do we engage the Combined Fleet carriers today? I do not know. A little bit apprehensive about it, a little bit anxious about it. Let's hope that, well, I mean, this is it. Do we actually want an engagement? It would be nice for the victory points so we can actually beat the scenario here and defeat our opponent. But we'll see here. I mean, ideally, the Combined Fleet aircraft are drawn away by the destroyers in range. I mean, potentially I could have had the destroyers within range, but then again, it's like giving away victory points as well. So it's like, I don't mind putting ships at risk, but I don't want to just send them to their deaths, really. Okay, so wow, we see the RO-114 on the surface here. She got exceedingly lucky there. She's heavily damaged, so it looks like she's actually been forced to surface here, apparently. Though I don't know, that's rather intriguing actually. It's not often you see something like this. But it does happen, you do see sub-on-sub interdictions really. Okay, starting off strong here. I mean, the Moonlight's down to about 50% here. Yeah, not bad at all there, really. I mean, this is it. It's just that many destroyers. There's not a whole bunch you can do here, and he will know that. He's got to try, though. I mean, this is it. He's got to try. If he doesn't, then I win. So, I mean, this is it. Really, it's really hard. He's not likely to achieve success, but even one hit on something valuable is a success of some nature. It's not like he has much choice in this scenario either, really. This is the battle for the Marianas. If Japan loses in Marianas, then, well, there's not exactly much between the Marianas and the home islands, is there now? So everything is on the line here. But yep, beaten over here. I mean, a good number of destroyers and escorts are going to be beaten up on these submarines here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll speed this up. Okay, yeah, we can see that was attempting to intercept the Idaho, the Minneapolis, or the other large ships over here. And we do land 8 hits on the RO-112. So she was quite lucky she wasn't forced to surface there. She would have been blasted to hell and back. But it's good to actually get that damage in there. We continue to see the actual midget subs there. I mean, we have been scoring hits with the search. I don't know what sort of damage it might be inflicting, really. It depends really on his ability to actually repair these elements of damage. I mean, are these actual ships in port because they are damaged and, well, this is it. Are they at port? Are they actually in port but not docked? Or what's going on? But they're in task forces, so they're technically not in port. Okay, yeah, we can see that he's attempted to send aircraft in against the outfield. Okay, so we're quite lucky there. We did have 9 Hellcats intercept there at night, so it was worthwhile. He's actually going for a port attack, which is rather intriguing there at 1,000 feet. Now, I was flying at... what altitude was I flying here? We detected it at yeah, we were scrabbling at 15,000 feet. So it looks like we have to go significantly lower than that. I think I was expecting higher level bombers, but, yep. So it looks like it's attempted to actually hit the port there. Right, RO-113 again. She's not going to have a good day. I would imagine so. The technology edge is really fantastic here. Yep, that's a solid hit there. She's not going to do well from this point onwards now. The damage is just massively exacerbated. It is just make or break. Yeah, continuous damage. She may be forced to surface here if we are lucky. Yep, she's leaking fuel now. She's not got really much going for her here. Taking on water. Starboard damage there. You would not want to be on board this ship. On this submarine, I should say. I mean, after watching Daz boot and seeing just The like sheer psychological horror. They're just horror of being on something like this. You're under the sea here. You're under the ocean. How deep you might be? You could be 100 meters. You know what I mean? You could be exceedingly deep there. And well, death could greet you at any moment. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I'm going to say that RO113 is more than likely doomed here. Yeah, she didn't come out well there. I mean, that's 18 hits, heavy damage. I mean, she's not going to get through here. I'd imagine she'll probably be picked off by aircraft, or she'll be just picked off by some other surface ship in the area very quickly. No, actually sounds like she's sacked there. We do hear the actual sound effect for a submarine going down, so that is the RO113 down. Right, so moving to the day phase here. We haven't seen carrier-on-carrier action as of yet, but it still may happen. He may look to pull out, but we'll see there. Okay, hello, he might. Right, Orakazi. Interesting. Now, we are, I believe, out in deep ocean, so we should be relatively safe here. As I say, as we are leaking oil badly here, that's amazing. Orakazi, I wonder what's going on here. Is this the Yamato and escort? Because it could be. He could be looking to try and draw away... Oh, that's quite bad. He could be looking... Yeah, that's really bad, actually. He could be looking to try and draw away our carrier strength and then have the Yamato... Yeah, we're seeing Kumano over here, then. We're seeing Kumano, we've seen Noshiro as well. I mean, she's been hit hard there. So we are aware of another heavy cruiser. So it looks like he might be trying to draw us out. I mean, had we not had a submarine there, we might not have known about that, either. Important. Right, we did see some Japanese aircraft sighted in our own task force. So that's something to bear in mind. Now, still not yet seen an engagement with the combined fleet, but we do know there's ships out here then, so it may be that we look to interdict them. But I need to stay relatively close to the actual islands over here. I think he might be trying to drive me, or drag me away from the actual, destroyed that, really. Yeah, we need to stick relatively close to the islands, and this is why I'm keeping the CVs nearby. Okay. Right, looks like we might have spotted the combined fleet over here if this is indeed the combined fleet. Though I'm not seeing the carrier icons, it might not be the combined fleet. It might be they spotted our carriers. I'm not entirely sure sometimes when it comes up with that. Okay, yep, reporting hit there and landing barges. Apparently there's submarines there near Midway. Was that Midway? Yep, these are the carriers then. Okay, we do have a raid over here actually. But we do have 9 F6Fs over here engaging, shooting down a few zeros. These are A6M2s, a little bit out of date at this point over here, as you can see. Yeah, we're diving on them as well, so definitely not too good here. There's a lot of numbers. We might lose some aircraft over here. I mean, perhaps we should have set a heavier combat patrol. But we'll see what the Hellcats can do, really. We are shooting down a couple of the aircraft here. Yep, get mad, my god. I mean, ideally we can get in amongst the bombers there before we run low on ammunition. But if I can get past the actual fighter screen and actually get into the actual D4Y1s, the things that matter, that would be quite good there. We have lost 2, unfortunately. We will receive no more reinforcements, so... we'll see there, really. Yeah, the A6M20s are now engaging. The Hellcat's guns are jammed. Yeah, okay. Dive in there. Yeah, that's another 0 down. Damage, spins away on fire. Dive in again. Now you can imagine, had we had more Hellcats over here, how things would have gone. Like, as the US, you really have just an incredible edge with the aircraft when it comes to this point. I mean, the Japanese can still have good pilots, but it's mostly a case of just superior aircraft, and if the Americans have decent pilots, they're probably going to rip it to pieces. But it looks like VD4Y1s are going to get through here. But he's lost a lot of his actual fighter strength from that. It looks like they're attacking the ports over here, actually. So he's going to be going for destroyers, mostly. This may really blunt his entire strategy here. We'll see. Now, they are in port, and repair ships are going to be arriving here at Pagan in the next day. Well, just today, really. If they're not already there. So the thing is, He might be able to cause damage, but the thing is, it's going to be potentially futile damage. Though he is hit, yeah, he hits an oiler. Okay, well that's a yeah, that's a good hit. That's a good hit there. Okay, well that I suppose that. Ooh, okay. Oh well, that's not exactly great there, is it? It's just bloody perfect. They know how to get the real targets, don't they? God damn it. Come on, guys. Not good here. Yeah, he's found a really good target there. God damn it. And again. Critical damage. She may go down. God damn it. I think we should have had more had more Hellcats than over the airfield. Yeah. Well, I suppose he's going to call that a success, and he can call that a success. I mean, there's heavy fires here, heavy fires, heavy damage, heavy fires, heavy damage. Now, if they sink, that's going to sack. I mean, we destroyed 5 zeros, 15 damaged here. I think we destroyed quite a few, but let's see. Right, additional aircraft coming in here. Yeah, he really is going all out on the actual port strike. I think it really would have been worthwhile had we had more combat patrol, so I think that's something that we should learn from here. What I'm going to do is just speed this part up. Yeah, they make it through again, goddamn. Okay, at least they're going for worthless targets at the moment. I hope that stays like that. Oh, okay, that's a 0 down there, 8675. Okay, some Bettys come in here, they're attacking. What are they attacking here? The Pennsylvania. Nah, this could be bad. Yeah. God damn it. We can repair the Pennsylvania. Right, New Mexico, come on, don't. But it's gonna happen, I know it is. Yeah. Okay, so we have a torpedo strike against the Pennsylvania and New Mexico. Now, it's not too bad. It's not saying anything too bad here. They can potentially have that repaired. And in fairness, it might not really be too much of an impediment there, really. We do shoot 6 out of the sky. Potentially more. But he's definitely going all out with his aircraft here. I suppose this is why he's drawn the actual carriers away. The issue is we use a lot of ammunition as well, so we might not have as much ammunition as would like, I suppose. A rough turn so far. He's been doing well with his aircraft. I mean, these are tactics that we need to learn there. We'll destroy a few more. Right, more D4Y1s. I mean, he's definitely going all in for this one here. But I mean, American flak is pretty damn deadly. Right, more G4M1s. Pennsylvania. And again, goddamn. Idaho. Ooh, here but no explosion. That's unfortunate for him. Yeah, she's on fire, Pennsylvania. Send Baku's. He's really thrown everything he has over here at the Marianas against us. She's strafing. Okay, well. Okay, so they're dropping bombs here then. Yeah, they're using the actual cannon. That's really interesting. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a strafe. I like the fact that the actual animation's not working properly. But yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen a strafe here against ships, so that's really interesting actually. I'm really quite intrigued to see how effective this is. Right, okay, so Minneapolis there does have some shells. I mean, these are obviously the 20mm shells, but they can still do some damage. Okay. Yep, Yola goes down there. God damn it. We abandoned. Right. All 3 of them go down. God damn. So punishing turn there, really. I suppose we should have had them set to auto-disband. But, I mean, he's a good player after all. I mean, had we had a larger combat air patrol, we could have prevented that. But I suppose this is it, isn't it? It's the lessons learned. Potentially, might have been waiting for us to actually draw the carriers away, really. He may have had them actually... Yeah, we are reacting to the carriers, so... Right, looks like we're throwing a strike out there. God damn, all of them come in here. I mean, I'm going to call his raid there successful. He's lost a lot of aircraft for it, but I suppose at the end of the day it doesn't particularly matter. He's sank 3 oilers. He's caused a lot of damage to our battleships. But we can repair the damage. I mean, I would have been happy to repair the damage to the oilers, but I suppose this is it, isn't it? It's like they're carrying a lot of fuel. Once they get hit, it's going to hurt. But yeah, we can see the Avengers there lost cohesion. Dauntless has lost cohesion. We may very well... I mean, I'm just hoping that we don't lose the carrier, you know. Right, but this we can prevent. But we have shot down a lot of his aircraft so far. It's not really enough, obviously, because we should have been able to stop it, but yeah, this is it. I suppose we were on the right lines, having to compare patrol, but we should have had more, really. Might have some new aces from this one, real. Guns are jammed. But you can really see how the Japanese, even with all the superiority of the American forces, they can still cause a lot of problems. Oh, god damn it. Thank god, misses. Come on, keep... Yeah, okay, thank god for that. I mean, you can imagine had we not had any... bloody hell. How many aircraft does he have? These look like they're coming from Iwo Jima as far as I can tell. Yeah, not great. Long's been hit there. I mean, this is it. He is punishing us for actually taking the base of the gun. Obviously, because we're all in one area. But we should have a ferocious amount of AA in the area. But I suppose if you are docked or in port, I think it's if you're docked, it's not as effective. But yeah, some bloody punishing strikes here. He's had a lot of really good aircraft into this. A lot of really good pilots, I should say. He takes down the Elliot. Bloody hell. And more of them. We only have one F6F. I can imagine our fighters here are just feeling, yeah, pretty hard pressed. But if we can shoot down a couple of them, that's still potentially saving us. 2 down. Yeah, his guns are jammed. I bet I wish we could kill more of them. Bouvier Rocky Mount is not something I want to hit. Okay, that I can say, right, that's not too bad. It's a scary turn. Right, here we go. Right, wow. We have 112 F6Fs. I mean, I'm hoping that this is enough, because this is the Kiribatai, sorry, this is the combined fleet. We have one element, yeah. I mean, this is it. We are learning a lot about carrier-on-carrier combat here. So what do we see here? D4Y1s, D3A2s, B6N1s. It's got a lot of A6M2 Senbakus here. I'm just hoping that we might be able to take care of this here. Yeah, we're behind them here. There's just a lot of enemy aircraft to take care of, but we do have potentially 100 aircraft in this battle. It's just whether they can actually join. But yeah, you can see them joining here, which is pretty damn good. Definitely a bloody turn here. I think what we'll do, because this is going to take a while, is if I can speed it up. Yeah, issues is a lot of Senbakus are taking all the hits here, really. Right, ideally we can get into the second line. Yeah, now we are finally. Fantastic. That's really what we want to do here, then, is shoot down all of this. And it's looking fantastic. Right, a lot of them still do make it through, though, which is not good. Right, we may get hit hard here, but we'll have to see. Right, Alabama. Alabama's torpedo, goddamn. Monterey. I wish we'd have shot down more of them here. Right, bomb hits Monterey. Well, actually, no, this is Indiana. Why did it come up with Royal Sovereign? Alabama hit again. In Alabama, can take this. Right, Enterprise. Misses, thank God for that. New Orleans here. New Orleans torpedo, goddamn. Yeah, his torpedoes are deadly. Live CVR. B6 and 1 Jill. So far we've been lucky here, but we'll see how long that lasts. Indiana. Monterey. I feel like it's gonna happen at any moment. Jesus. We're getting very lucky here with the carriers. But I know it's going to happen. Our luck is going to run out at some point here. Hornet. Oh, wow, okay. We got very lucky there. I mean, sure, our heavy cruiser and the Alabama got beaten up, but I mean, those ships are designed to take things like this. The carriers, not so much. But I mean, he's managed to have his strike arrive first, so I don't know, we might have our own strike arriving, but we've shot down a lot of his aircraft. We might have just stripped the enemy of their aircraft for the most part. I don't think it's quite the Marianas turkey shoot as you'd imagine, but it's, I don't know, he's lost a lot of aircraft this turn. I mean, we've lost a few ships, but so far it's not been that bad. What I'm going to do here is just speed things up. We have lost some aircraft actually here. Is this like a second, yeah, so we see there 22 A6M2 sent back, we destroyed 7 A6M5s, 4 B5N2K, it's 26 B6N1 Jills, 3 B6N1 Jill destroyed by flak, okay, 4 B6N2s, 10 D3A2s, quite a lot of aircraft. We do lose a single F6F, F6F3, yeah, so Alabama, she's been torpedoed and she's aflame. New Orleans is, yeah, but the thing is, I think they came out of that very well there. I mean, that was low altitude, our own combat patrol. Thank God it was mixed. And here we go, we have a chance to actually retaliate. We do have 74 F6Fs. I mean, I feel quite happy that we had such a large combat patrol, but we'll see if we can actually get past this here. Right, they're diving on the Hellcats. But these Hellcats can take damage, so ideally they'll be able to get to grips with the enemy here, allow our own strike package to make it through, really. I think what I'll do is attempt to speed it up. I wish there was like a way to speed it up a little bit more, like twice the speed, rather than just like blitzing. Alright, we lose a Hellcat. Yeah, another Hellcat goes down. Right, I think what I'm going to do here is just speed things up. We probably will lose some of our aircraft here, but we're looking like we're doing fairly well. Right, now it's time to lose some aircraft. Ideally enough we'll make it through. Right, so we have 54 Avengers, 14 Dauntlesses. Right, we found Congo. So this is a Helldiver here attacking Congo. We need to find the carriers, really, above all. Iota. Right, Ryujo. Ryuho. Yunyo, come on. Yes! We torpedo Yunyo. Zuikaku. Taiho definitely needs to go down. Zuikaku. Hio. Come on, guys, Zuiho. We need to land some big hits here to make up for our turn. The Avengers have done well. I need them to do even better. Come on. It's been a very bloody turn so far. Yunyo's been hit again. Very good. And again. And again. That's what I like to see there. This is revenge. Haruna. R.I.P. Chiyoda. Come on, we need to hit the other carriers as well. Here you go. Come on. Shokaku here. Misses. Come on. And this is it. I suppose we should have had all our carriers kept together, but this is lessons learned. We do hit Congo though, so that's a nice hit. It's not going to slow them down too much, but at least it is a nice hit. Right, come on. We need more hits though. Come on, I need this. Yes, Zuiho! And again. And again! And, oh my. Just concentrate on the carriers, please. Ignore the battleships. Right, Zero hit again. Yeah, these Avengers oddly using, I wonder, do they have torpedoes and bombs? But I need Taiho hit, please. And so ends a strike. But, to be honest, we do make it through there. We do lose a good few aircraft here. Good few here. But we do make it through. We torpedoed the Congo. We hit Yunyo with 3 bombs and just torpedoed. Zuiho was hit 4 times. So we do make it through and we actually hit 2 of his carriers there. So we did come out of that better in terms of the exchange there, which was really quite good. Right, okay, these Avengers are going to get ripped apart. Yeah, I mean, this is it. Had they come in with the actual main body, they could have done significantly better. Yeah, looks like these guys were just yeah, the coordination just didn't work out. But then again, some of them made it through, actually. Come on. Please, I mean, I'd be very happy if we got these guys to get some hits. Come on. You've got nothing else going here. Don't attack Aruna. It's not going to end well. Yeah, you can see why you need them in such large numbers. Well, at least they made it through. They took a lot of damage in doing so, but that was a hell of a turn so far. But the thing is, we still have the other carriers, so I don't know. I was hoping we might have been able to engage them around truck, but then again, I suppose it's good experience. I mean, Major's a very good player. I think we came out of it, well, it could have been worse. It could have been worse, I suppose. We lose 3 Oilers, which sucks. We had a few of our battleships torpedoed, but none of the carriers were actually hit. So, and we hit 2 of his carriers, so I think we did come out fairly well there. 46 to 1, 230 to 5. Come on, do we drive them out? Right, okay. 289 casualties, we suffer 55. So I think we'll just keep on attacking. I might just have to go with a shock attack, but I'd like to rest the troops before that. But I might just go with a shock attack here. 46 to 1, might be just a shock attack's needed. But yeah, 289 casualties there. Still going to take some time, but he's not going to have that many troops. Japanese units surrounded, yeah, so I think we'll just shock attack and began then. But my god, that was a bloody turn there. I mean, I suppose this is it when it comes to Pagan. We should have had a larger combat patrol, but then again, I suppose this is it really. It might have been sufficient against smaller numbers. It's one of these things, isn't it, really? When you send the turn off, you don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, your opponent can see things and then react. But an interesting turn. Very interesting turn. Additional forces arriving there. Okay. And this is it. It could have gone better. It could have gone better, but it could have gone significantly worse. So, it's one of these. I'm not happy about losing the Oilers, but this is it. I know we lost some other ships as well, but it was a very bloody turn then, actually. If we take a look at the ships lost, ships sunk, last turn. Apparently we sank 2 of his destroyers there, sorry, submarines there. Elliot was sunk, and we do lose. I mean, these are worth a bit. Quite a bit, which does suck. Our score isn't great at the moment. But anyway, if we take a look at aircraft losses, let's see. That's a lot of Japanese aircraft losses. So we lose 13 F6Fs, we lose 13 Helldivers, we lose 22 Avengers, Lose 10 Dauntlesses. But I mean, yeah, some more adventures over here. But I mean, he lost 63 D4 Y1s, 58 A6M2 Senbakus, 42 B6M1 Jills, 29 A6M5s, 21 G4M2s, 21 D3A2s. But the thing is, it doesn't particularly matter that much. Yeah, he's so... Well, it looks like apparently he lost 239 aircraft today. We lost 61 apparently. Yeah. That was a bloody turn. I suppose, I mean, we'll take a look over here, but... Now, it looks like... Now, originally I thought... well, this is it, actually. Do we actually get an idea, a full account of what he has in the force there? Not entirely Congo, but then again, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... Yeah, okay. But we hit Zuiho very hard there. Zuiho probably is going to come back from that pretty easily. Youngyo there, 3 hits and a torpedo. She's only got heavy fires, not heavy damage, but we'll see about that. I mean, we lost quite a few aircraft there. And let's see here. We have 194 fighters still remaining. 12 night fighters. 64 torpedo bombers ready. And 65 dive bombers ready here. So we still have a fairly fierce force. I suppose what we do is we need to bring the second carrier group in here. I suppose this is, in retrospect, it was a poor idea to expect an engagement over here. It's got a lot of CLs over there. It's really interesting. Sure, he's definitely up to something. He's really up to something here. Okay, let's see how our ships are doing. Yeah, they're out of fuel here. On a French at sea. Yeah, no wonder they're out of fuel. I can imagine all that maneuvering, which might be why they were hit, actually. Right. I think what we'll do is have you dock. I'm going to disband you, actually. Right, so, yeah, I suppose this is it, isn't it? Just as I brought the fuel, the oilers in there, which is unfortunate. Right, now we actually can rearm here, which is what I want there. Yeah, repair ships are here as well. I mean, this is unfortunate, the amount of repair ships. Had we had the opportunity, we might have been able to save the others there. It is unfortunate. Where the heck are the battleships then? Why are you here? Oh, I split them, didn't I? Did I? They should have still been heading into Pagana. I don't know, sometimes I find it confusing. There's a lot of damage there to the Pennsylvania. That's a fair bit of damage, actually. I think what I'll do then is detach the Pennsylvania, I believe. Right. I am going to try a shock attack then. See how that goes there, really. At least we do have our headquarters here helping us out. Very bloody town there, very bloody. Yes, it looks like... As far as I can tell, maybe I've just lost reconnaissance. It looks like you probably have them transferred over there, actually. Yeah, look at that. Kills there. That's a lot of kills there. Right, they're applying for Guam. Right, so we do have some forces here. So I think what we do here then. I do think we make full speed. Well, then again, I think mission speed is sufficient. I suppose I don't want to push it too far. We do have some carriers here, but I feel like he's going to be trying to hit us here, and he could potentially well do that. So I think what we're going to do here then is look what we can put together for a surface force. To be honest, it could probably be just a lot of DDs. That's a lot of destroyers. Now, what I could potentially do is, I mean, this is the thing, these guys do have torpedoes. We could set them to, like, high threat threshold. Hope for the best, really. I think what we'll do is disband that task force. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to disband them for the time being. The thing is, it's like, I'd love to transfer them to Big Gan, but the thing is, I don't know if I can, but let's see. Carrier capable, trained and capable. Okay. None of them really have the room for it, which is a shame. And I've shown relatively low numbers of aircraft there. We might have just really driven the fight out of him, to be honest, but it's hard to say. Alabama... she took some damage there, but she's an Indiana class. I mean, she's a ferocious thing. I think what we might do here, then... I mean, the thing is, it's like, obviously, I am hurting. I think what we'll do is we head back up over this way. I think this is where the battle is going to be decided. I think he is going to be attempted to strike against us. Because we're not quite yet ready to strike against Saipan. So I'm using fuel here, but I can afford this. But it's been a good turn, you know. Yeah, it's been a very interesting turn. So it's a shame to lose something, but my god, it's been a good turn. Right, they're really low on fuel. Well, it'll be easy just to head this way, really. And try to get an oil out to them when I can. In fact, what I'll do is actually beat that task force and then, like, share fuel, really. Actually, let's see. If I change that to surface combat. Now, yeah, they can merge. I think what we'll do here, man, is I look to take these carriers over this way. I'll say about that. So I can make about 24 knots there. They're not hit that hard. See, the thing is, it's like, I will chase them, but I don't think I should chase them. I think what it is basically he did draw me out. I suppose I did take the bait there. I suppose that's a lesson to learn there, really, isn't it? That's very interesting, actually. But, I mean, these are superb tactics. I mean, unfortunately, it did... Well, it did go against him as it was his carriers that took the damage. But we did lose, you know what I mean? We did lose some forces there, really. But honestly, I mean, this is just some... I like this. Like, I'm gonna say, like, I really do appreciate Major. Because I'm not that good as the Allied forces. I'm not even that good as Japan. But the thing is, it's like... You really do get an idea of how the other side operates, well, how the other half live when you actually play as them. Because there really is some differences in the approach that you have to take as the US versus the Japanese. But I love Major's tactics here. Like, I suppose I was almost too focused on this. Like, I expected him to be potentially merging with the Yamato. The thing is, the Yamato could be over here, but the thing is, we've not seen the Yamato, but we have seen the fast battleships. But I don't know really how... I don't know, we might have defanged him, but it's one of these things of, like, it's hard to say. But I think it's one of these, really. It's like... Wow. That's kinda it, really, isn't it? We do have a good number of turns left, so we can sort of take our time to a degree. I do want these battleships to head back and rearm. I need them to go rearm. So returns begun. So if I head out at cruise speed, they'll still make it to began, which is fine. But at least they'll have a heavy escort. Though saying that, probably what the best thing is here then is just to take the Pennsylvania. I'll take New Mexico as well. Just give them a few DDs. Give them 2 light cruiser escorts. That's a good amount of air there. These guys are really fantastic for that. You can see that they are running low on ammunition. I imagine that is impacted on them. Right, so head to began. Cruise speed there. Okay, we can actually divide those. There we go. Let's see what speed they can make. You can still make 20 knots. I mean, how's that compared to the other battleships? 20? Well, that's not too bad, man. I think what we'll do then is we actually take New Mexico with us then. Though saying that, it might be worthwhile, actually. No, I'm going to keep New Mexico there. The reason being... not full speed, goddamn. Mission speed. Yeah. The reason being there's another ship in there then that can potentially be hit instead of the Pennsylvania. But the Pennsylvania's had a tough life, hasn't she? But the good news is I do have my... Let's see. So we've got our auxiliary pairs over here. These guys can help out, which is superb. I love the fact that everything really has just radar. It's amazing. Yeah. And these would have been bad had they been hit. Load tenders on list. There we go. But this is it. They'll be very, very good once we actually can work on our ships here. Let's see. Ships anchored. Ships under repair. Repair ship. Can't repair more than 10, unfortunately. But really, all I need the battleships for is to rearm, take the run there, really. So I think this is it, really. I think when it comes to the carriers, I think we have got to expect something to happen. So I think what I need to do then is be ready, and I think I really do need to look towards the defences over here. Because I think this is where it's going to come. I think it would be something like that. I do not want to stray far from Pagan. I want to move my assets out of the way, like logistical assets, and be prepared there, really. Yeah, I mean, these guys did an admirable job, really. There's a lot of fatigue there. I suppose if they can fly, they can fly. Wow, Wildcats. You don't see these too often. I think it's still probably worthwhile having a long-range combat air patrol. At least one at night. Okay. But I feel... I do feel like he's gonna... I mean, the fact is we saw the heavy cruiser over here, the light cruiser. He's moving surface assets. I feel like... Yeah, I feel like what he's done here is tried to lure us down to the south, because I can't see any other reason. I think we've been lucky in the fact that we've had fairly consistently good detection. So we've kind of been able to pick him up on really the shenanigans he's attempted to pull on us. But it's been difficult. I mean, even with that detection, it's still been difficult. I mean, I need the base that began repaired. It's just, well, it's taken some time there, really. Now, what I can do is attempt to move our submarines over this way. Yeah, you're quite heavily damaged. Yeah, you took some fair damage there. Have you head back? You may even intercept them on the way back. The thing is, it's hard to predict where it's heading. Supposedly it's heading this way, but I don't know. Suppose this is it. Our submarines have been in the wrong location, then, really. But then again, it could change. It could change. So we'll get the submarines moving back. I don't know, I feel like we're still in a good position here, really. The fact that we did hit 2 of his carriers there, it is going to cause him a lot of problems. His strike potential has been really... It's been hurt. It has been diminished. But he does have other aircraft. He can actually put aboard the aircraft carriers from the land bases. Oops. Try and get down there, really. I think what we do then is have them arrive there, linger, then they can rearm. I think this is actually a really good idea, just because it's one of these ideas. They're going to be heading out of this way. We're going to have the carriers heading back up. We've got the carriers back up there. We've got these carriers heading back up. I mean, these guys are kind of moving to an interdiction course, but I think what I need to do then is I think we move to where we need to be there. I suppose the thing is, it's like I can always figure out where he is again. I think his threat's somewhat diminished. as at least we've had the big carrier-on-carrier confrontation, and we did come out of it fairly well. As well as, really, I suppose we could hope for. I think it's going to come down to, like, when we actually are really moving on Saipan, but I suppose a lot of the action is still ongoing here. I mean, it's June 14th at the moment. I don't imagine the public opinion's too much in our favour here. Yeah, I mean, it's these guys with the actual 90mm AA guns that are at least doing something. I mean, we do have a lot of ships over here as well, so ideally we can put them to use. That's just, yeah, it's a lot of destroyers. I mean, so ideally, I mean, this is it. I just can't get over how many destroyers the actual US has. It's just ridiculous. Like, when they want to go for something, they will go for something. But I think that's the most I can do here at the moment. And this is it really, it's like until I can actually throw the required assets, it's hard to say really what I can do. I mean, I was hoping that Pagan could have been taken in a better state, but unfortunately it's going to take some time. It might be once we drive the Japanese off the island that we can actually make use of it. But right now I can't really do anything with it. So, I don't know, maybe it might have been better to go for an island that wasn't defended, potentially. Yeah, I think it's this. I mean, we did do... I think this is it, really. We had the heart at the right place there, really, didn't we? It's just, we needed a larger combat aperture. I suppose this is it. Had we had set a larger long-range combat aperture over Pagan, then we might have been, I suppose, in a position there. But, I mean, that... It's a lot of enemy losses there. It is a lot. I mean, as our losses there. So we lose 40... We've lost 62 in the campaign, 42 were today, but obviously that's due to the bombers being hit. But he lost 177 here today in air-to-air. I mean, that's shot down. That's a lot of aircraft. I suppose this is it. Should we have been hitting the airfields? But then again, I don't think it really would have been too easy considering he moved a lot of his aircraft, so we just move them. Destroyed by flak 7, 13 total, 45. I mean, 45 by flak. I mean, this is it. This shows you, like, how effective flak can be. At least American flak can be. Operational losses did claim a few there. Yeah, 2,133 sorties. That's a lot of sorties there, isn't it? But a total of 44,000 in the campaign. He's only had 15,000. Indeed. He did get some nice points for those. And he gains points for ships of damage too. I think Alabama will be fine. She did lose some of her AA armament, which sucks. Which is a tough bird. I mean, if she sticks there with the 10 major damage, I can repair that. This is it. I mean, those 9 16-inch guns, that's a powerful, powerful ship. And the thing is, it's like, I could chase her down, but I don't think it's worthwhile. I think the thing is, it's like, we have the capability to accomplish all we need to do here by air. The thing is, it's like, the battleships are there to ensure the security of the carriers. I mean, that is their role there, really. They're no longer the queens of the seas. I suppose they've become the kings of the seas, really, haven't they? They're there to look after that queen. There we go. I mean, it's been a very exciting turn. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. But I think we'll call it there. I don't think there's too much I can do about this. I think what we're doing here, then, is we're gonna I just need to get rid of the Japanese on the actual island over here. Ideally. I mean, they are surrounded, so I think a shock attack might be good. We did have really good odds there, so I think it might be a shock attack just to force them. But then again, this is it when you fight in Japanese. Even when they're completely beaten, they don't bloody give up. So it's difficult to deal with there. I don't know how his ships are doing over here, though. We've had lots of, like, hits and etc., but it's one of these, really. He's definitely massing around Saipan. But the thing is, what I want to do here, then, is just have, like, masses of, well, basically have a destroyer. So they have a battleship and a few cruisers lead, like, a large flotilla of destroyers, and we'll have a couple groups like that, and then we'll send them to Saipan, but I'll have, like, well, I'll send them off the coast of Saipan. But what I'll do is have a massive minesweepers move off the coast of Saipan, and we'll try to clear the mines out of Saipan, potentially. But yeah, well, I mean, it's one of these things. If we could try to suppress the mines, it's going to be bloody either way, really. It might be that we send the surface combatants, but it's going to be rough. It is going to be very rough. We'll see there, really. So, until next time, if you guys have enjoyed this, then do let me know down in the comments. And, yes, if you do enjoy my content as an actual content creator, please do show that by liking, favoriting, subscribing, sharing it on different channels, and of course follow my Twitch channel, XTRG. And if you really like me, and you really want to get my good books, you can become a patron of mine. That's awesome. Really helps me out. So I've just started college today, and yeah. I'm not going to have as much time as I used to do, which kind of sucks. It's going to... I don't know, I feel bad about it because I feel like I'm cheating you guys out of time and stuff like that. But I suppose in some ways, at least the time I do have, I'm going to be spending more wisely. Well, more wisely spent. So ideally I can bring better quality content to you guys, so... yeah. Until next time, thank you for watching. Have a beautiful evening and an even better day. Goodbye for now, guys. It's been a blast, quite literally.